Welcome to your daily dose of MindFuel moments and this new Feminine Awakening series, where we're celebrating women and all your ebbs and flows. It's time now to reawaken the feminine energy. Let's begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's MindFuel moment. We are still in the Feminine Awakening series, and today we are bringing back the Sacred Cycles Oracle deck to see what message we're going to receive and the journal prompt we will work with. But first, is anyone a Lizzo fan? I love this quote from Lizzo that I wanted to kick this off with, and it's, "Confidence is not a size, it's an attitude." And I love that. So I just wanted to share that with you as we are celebrating Women's History Month. We're celebrating you, me, as the women that we are. We're celebrating the women in our life. We're celebrating the women that have come before us, the women that will come after us, and just celebrating this feminine energy, this sensuality, this Shakti, this goddess mindset that is within us all. And this series is really about tapping in and letting that get more and more released and more in our light and in our power. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into today's practice. You will need your notebook or journal. If you guys have the Me Time journal, go to the free flow page, or if you have any type of journal notebook that you're working with, that will work. So if you haven't grabbed it yet, make sure you have it nearby. This oracle card that will pop out, that I'll start to shuffle through and see what message we receive, comes with an affirmation, and it comes with a message in the Sacred Cycles booklet that I'll read off to you. And it also comes with the journal prompt. So we get a lot of opportunities to work with the message that we are receiving, just popped out today. And as I mentioned in the first video that we did with the Oracle card, is that the deck is full of different ways that we go through cycles. So it's not just our moon cycle, it's the cycles of nature, the cycles of the moon, the literal moon. It's the cycles of our menstrual cycle, all these different ways that show up, that happen in phases, just like we do. So let's go ahead and see what our card is. And I have my book handy. So the letter is number 6. And we're still working with the moon. This is the last quarter moon. So the first one, we had the crescent waxing moon, and now we have number 6, last quarter moon. So here is the photo, or here's the card. And just start to look at it and see what images are standing out to you that you can receive all on your own, just through these images, through these colors, through the way she's sitting or looking or not looking, what resonates or comes up for you. I'll bring it closer. I definitely notice that she is rooted and grounded, right? If you can see the roots right here. And what I see is alignment, because she's rooted in the ground, but then she's also connected to divine, right? So our chakra system, that's what the chakra system's about, right? Being rooted from that lower chakra, but letting it rise so that we can connect to the divine, to our higher self. And she just looks so peaceful with her eyes closed and in this space. All right, so let's see with last quarter moon, the message that the deeper meaning of this, right? It doesn't actually mean this is where we are in the sky with our real moon, but the idea of just the message that goes with this. So the affirmation for this last quarter moon card is, it's safe to slow down. I love it already. And here's the message. It takes trust to relax into the process of growth, manifestation, and personal expansion. The last quarter moon opens the space for you to deepen trust in yourself and the cycle of life. This is a time of slowing down and turning inward. Just as the moon is not always full and bright, you too are allowed to wane and release into moments of stillness. Be sure to build open spaces into your schedule when possible and put self-care at the top of your priority list. Any resistance you feel towards slowing down is a helpful clue for your growth. Acknowledge and sit with it for a moment. Then take the vital step of reprogramming any beliefs you hold that make you feel you need to prove your worth through productivity or habits that push you to forget you are enough just as you are. Begin this process by simply pausing and finding a way to connect with nature. While observing Mother Nature and her cycles, a new truth about the beauty of the last quarter moon and its importance will emerge and soothe you. Okay, so if you have been doing this series every single day, or even just doing any of the videos that I provide here on the channel, you guys know how much I encourage, especially during this particular series, this idea of slowing down. And I actually talked about this when we were doing the womb healing and breath work, when we tapped in and talked about the menstrual cycle. This idea of allowing us to be aware of those moments we need to slow down. And this is perfect because that's what the feminine energy wants us to do. It wants us to slow down. And slowing down doesn't mean all the time we're not doing anything, which I also have mentioned in these videos that if you choose to do nothing, that's okay. But just slowing down just, can mean doing one less thing in your day. It could mean just saying, I'm only going to do one thing today. Whether it's focusing on one thing for work or just doing one thing in the household, right? Especially our women, or this is about feminine energy in our women. We feel like when we get home, we need to do all the things, the cooking, the cleaning, the taking care of the kids, taking care of our spouses, and still thinking about work and all those things that didn't get done. So how can we just slow down? Slow down physically, slow down mentally, right? Slow down emotionally, energetically, all the different ways. So I love this card. I could definitely go in so much deeper, but I love that it just pairs so perfectly with my personal message that I love to share with you all and the message that we are working with during this series. Hence why I love this particular oracle deck. It's the marriage with this series. So slowing down. So let's dive deeper. I don't want to take up all your time. So let's dive deeper now with the journal prompt that comes with this card. And that journal prompt is, in what area of my life do I most desire to slow down? So our time is technically up, but if you've allocated extra time to work with today's journal prompt, please continue to do so. You can always come back to this as well if you have to take off, maybe come back to it later today, or maybe pick up where you left off tomorrow. But what comes up for me when I think about the areas of slowing down always is in my career, in my business, in my work. And one of the ways that I do that is really focusing on the way that I plan my week and plan each day, allowing only maybe 1 to 2 tasks that I really prioritize and focus on instead of going, I need to do this, and make the list so long that one, it's usually, not realistic. I don't achieve everything, and, on and on. So depending on what the work is or what I'm doing, sometimes it's just one thing. And that one thing is usually a pretty big thing. And I just want to focus in on only that. And it really has helped me, one, be so present with that particular task and do that task to my best ability. But also, it's been nice that when the task is done, I feel good. And I love making that checkbox off of my to-do list. And then I love just being able to let the rest of the day flow and see where it's supposed to lead me, knowing that I accomplished something today. And more likely, even if it wasn't something on my list, I probably accomplished so many other things. So then it kind of allows me to just be for the rest of the day and flow and let my intuition guide me on what the rest of the day is supposed to feel and look like. And this takes time. So I know that you are working through this, and I'm so proud of you that you are showing up every single day for yourself. So what came up for you with today's oracle card, today's journal prompt, the affirmation, maybe the image on the card, whatever kind of really resonated with you? I'd love for you to share in the comments. I love supporting you. I love rooting you on, and just love connecting with you. So please, when you get a moment, share in the comments if you feel called, and make sure that you are subscribed and you're getting the notifications, because we are not done yet with this Feminine Awakening series. I'll see you tomorrow for another MindFuel moment. Namaste. If you enjoyed today's practice and you're not yet part of the MindFuel Motion community, subscribe today for more daily mindfulness.